All right. Well, with that, let's get started. What's up, the Generation? Welcome to Stump the Stuck, the sports trivia game show where you can win my money. Tonight is an MLB edition on MLB week, qualifying for the right to play me. We have our defending champion back, Sean Zerillo, who won in dominant fashion on Tuesday. And the challenger today is none other than Mr. Darren Rovell. For those of you that do not know how the game works or are new to the game, take about 10 to 15 minutes. There's 10 total questions. Darren might have 10 total hat changes as I'm talking, but the first round is just a straight up question. I'm going to say, what is X? You either know it or you don't. If you don't know it, the other person will have a chance to steal. There's 3 questions per person. 1 point for the first, 2 for the second, 3 for the third. The second round, which is everyone's favorite round, is the over-under round. 3 questions worth 1, 2, and 3 points. I'll say something like, how many yards did Tom Brady throw for last year? It'll be a baseball question. Both participants will write down their answers. Contestants will show them at the same time. Whoever's closest gets the point for that question. And the final round, we go back and forth on a question that usually has about 10 to 30 answers until someone cannot answer or comes up with an incorrect answer. Sounds complicated. It's really easy. Let's go ahead and get started. Since the defending champion is Mr. Zerillo, I will let you choose whether or not you would like to start or defer.
I will defer. This is baseball, so home team bats second.
All right.
I will go with the wind.
Mr. Rovell, we're going to start off easy here to get everyone in the groove. In 2004, who became the oldest pitcher in baseball history to throw a perfect game? 20 seconds. 2004, the oldest pitcher in MLB history to throw a perfect game at age 40.
Jamie Moyer.
That is incorrect. Mr. Zerillo, a chance to steal for a point. 2004, the oldest pitcher to throw a perfect game at age 40.
David Wells?
That is incorrect. The first question, we're not getting this. We're off to a rough start. Randy Johnson. On to question 2.
That 04, I think, killed me there. If like you would have said 01, I would have said Randy Johnson. But of course, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. No harm, no foul. The second question is Israel for 1 point. Which father-son duo is tied on the all-time home run list with 319 apiece? 20 seconds. Father-son duo, 319 home runs apiece.
Moises Alou, senior and junior?
That is incorrect. Darren, no Googling. 20 seconds. Father-son duo, 319 home runs apiece. 10 seconds.
I mean, I only know Bobby and Barry, and I know that's not it.
All right, we're 0-0 through 1. The correct answer, the Fielders.
Wow.
319 each apiece. All right, so with first 2 questions, it's 0-0. No harm, no foul.
These are the easy ones. We're in trouble tonight.
I know.
It's a step up.
You know, I think
you guys both knew them. They just sometimes it's hard on the spot.
No, listen. It is amazing that Cecil only hit 319 despite having 50 in a season. That's amazing.
Yeah, same with Prince. Yeah, Prince hit close to 50 also.
Well, he went to vegetarian, so that'll
spinal injury, all that.
All right, so let's move on to question 3. Darren, I have a good feeling that you'll get this one. 5 former NL MVPs. 5 former NL MVPs have exactly 4 letters in their last name. Name one. NL MVPs, exactly 4 letters in their last name. Name one. Five seconds.
I have like quarantine brain right now.
Need an answer?
Sure.
That's
Zerillo?
sure is 4 letters, but that's
Sure is
incorrect.
4 letters. Yeah. No.
John Shore is not correct. Zerillo
No.
for the steal. 20 seconds. 4-letter last name.
Come on. This is the worst trivia contest ever.
5
I'm
seconds.
blanking real hard. Maze.
That's correct.
Oh my God.
At the
Now,
buzzer.
Darren, the reason I thought you were going to get it, right before the show, you read a newspaper clip about Maze.
Willie Mays.
Oh yeah, that's why.
And
yeah.
I'm sitting there, he's reading it, and I'm sitting here looking
give me
at
the
the
give me the other
Yeah,
one.
who are the other 3?
Dizzy Dean in 1934, but you'll know the other ones. Pete Rose, Sammy Sosa,
should have gotten that.
Jeff Kent. In
Jeff
2000.
Kent's very forgettable.
Yes, very. But Rose and Mays, Zerillo at the buzzer gets it. He takes a 2-0 lead.
He gets 2 points for that?
Yeah, then the third question's worth 3 points.
Okay.
All right, Zerillo, this question is worth 2 points as well. Which NL pitching staff led the majors in strikeouts every year from 2001 until 2008? 20 seconds on the clock. NL pitching staff to lead the majors in strikeouts every year from 2001 to 2008.
Between 2 teams here.
Please don't get the one that I have in my head right now.
I'm going to say the Diamondbacks.
I
feel like it's a different one.
Yeah. Phillies.
Darren,
Phillies.
20 seconds.
Phillies.
That is incorrect as well. The correct
Braves?
answer, it's the Cubs.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Pryor. Yeah. All right, it's 2-0. Darren, you're still right in it. As long as you're within 5 going to the second round, you're fine. Question 3 for Darren. I think you have no shot of getting this, but we'll give it a shot. Name one of only 2 players in Major League Baseball history to ever drive in 100 runs exclusively out of the leadoff spot. 20 seconds.
Rickey Henderson.
That is incorrect. Zerillo, 20 seconds for the steal. One of 2 players ever. Runs exclusively out of the leadoff spot. It's a tough question, as it's supposed to be, for 3 points. 5 seconds.
Go with Pete Rose. I don't think it's right, though.
That is incorrect. Back in 2000, Darren Erstad did it with exactly 100. And a few years ago, Charlie Blackmon.
Oh, I wouldn't have got either of those. That was too hard.
Tough question. All right, so Zerillo still leads 2-0. This question, if you can't get this might be up Darren's alley. But this question is for Zerillo. Do not answer, Darren. Which former manager was the only player to hit a home run in the World Series in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s? Former manager, the only player to hit a home run in the World Series in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. 10 seconds.
Aaron Boone.
That is incorrect. Mr. Rovell, 20 seconds. Former manager, he hit a home run in the World Series in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. You take the lead going into round 2.
Walt Weiss.
That is incorrect. This is a great trivia question. Did it for 3 different teams. Matt Williams. Home run in the World Series in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. All right, so it's 2-0 Zerillo. Anyone's game moving on.
By the way, I was proud of my Walt Weiss guess right there. I mean, I don't know who he was with on the 90s, maybe, but I was proud of my Walt Weiss guess.
Well, it's better than Johnny Shore as the MVP guess. All right, so let's move on to the over-under round. Oof. Get your pens and papers ready. The good news is if you're into points, someone has to get the points in every one of these questions. Zerillo leads 2-0. The first question is worth 1 point. The second is worth 2. The third is worth 3. This is a guy that's been brought up. So the first question, Rickey Henderson has the all-time career steals record with how many? 20 seconds on the clock. How many career steals does Rickey Henderson have, which is the all-time Major League Baseball record? Write down your answers. Do not reveal them until I say lift your head when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get your answers. Darren? Darren says 1,050. Zerillo says 1,250. The correct answer is 1,406.
Yeah.
Mr. Zerillo with a point has a 3-0 lead going into question 2, which is worth 2 points. Darren, you could really use this one. How many, very simple question, how many career home runs does Mike Trout have? 20 seconds on the clock. How many career home runs does Mike Trout have? 10 seconds on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, reveal your answers. The correct answer.
I had 325.
The correct answer is 285. Darren is closest and cuts the lead to 3-2. Darren is on the board. For those of you hoping Darren would get shut out, your dreams have been shattered. All right, moving on to question 3.
So what happens if I get this here? Then what happens after this?
Regardless, it's going to come down to the final round. So,
okay.
but we're still going to do this question for 3 points. It will still be anyone's game. The
okay.
final round is worth 5 points. Derek Jeter has the record for most postseason plate appearances. Derek Jeter holds the record for most postseason plate appearances with how many? 20 seconds on the clock. Eight, 5, 2, 1. All right, reveal your answers. The correct answer is 734. Zerillo beats out Rovell.
Look how
53.
close we were, though. I mean, we were
two good guesses.
I did.
Two good guesses.
Yeah, 5 times.
Played 158 postseason games. I think it's 40 more than anybody else. It's incredible.
So you knew that to start. Okay.
Well, not a bad guess, Darren. Here's the good news. Zerillo only leads because of that, the first question. He only leads 6-2. The third round is worth 5 points.
Okay.
You get this. You win the game and you move on, and there's a lot of people that are upset. All right, so here we go. We're going to go back and forth. Now, there's a little nuance to this game as well. If you can't get an answer correctly, the other person has to get one right to clinch it.
It's like the spelling bee.
Yeah, if not, it'll go back to you for a chance to get back in it. All right, so there's 27 correct answers to this question. Name the 27 pitchers who have won a Cy Young since the year 2000. Zerillo has the lead, so he will start. And you can write down what others have said to make sure you're not repeating. 27 pitchers who have won the Cy Young since 2000. You get 20 seconds per answer. Feel free to use it or not.
Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander is correct. He's done it twice.
Pedro Martinez.
Pedro Martinez is correct.
Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw is correct. Mr. Rovell.
Greg Maddux.
Greg Maddux is incorrect. Mr. Zerillo with a very easy clinch here.
I'll have to go with. I'm going to go with R.A. Dickey, one of the greatest seasons of all time. Iconic Met.
Oh,
so I'm going to seal Rovell with a Dickey.
Yeah, that's nice. That's real nasty.
Sealing Rovell with a Dickey is correct.
When was the last time Greg Maddux won a Cy Young?
Zerillo wins 11-2.
Victory.
Would you like me to go through the ones that you didn't get? Wait, Maddux Cy Young, Darren?
Yeah.
94, 95.
See, I'm just that's awful.
Am I frozen here?
No. Well, maybe your face is.
Yeah, you're frozen to me. Your voice is fine.
All right. Well, Arrieta, Carpenter, Clemens, Bartolo Colon, DeGrom, Gagne, Johnson, who came up before, Greinke, Halladay, Felix Hernandez, Kluber, Lee, Keuchel, Lincecum, Peavy, Porcello, Price, Sabathia, Santana, Scherzer, Snell, Webb, and Zito. Some of the names that we've said.
Brandon Webb in there, huh? Interesting.
Yeah,
I would like to say that I'm given my historical slant, especially on Twitter, that I'm extremely embarrassed, and I'd like to appear again, maybe in another sport. I don't know. I'm really not happy about this showing.
We will have you back. It wasn't the worst loss by far. We've had many other worse losses, and you were close on a couple of guesses.
I know, but the Maddox thing was very bad. That was a very
Randy Johnson. The fielders. The fielders is a piece of trivia that you should tweet out. The Rose and Mays. There were some ones your quarantine brain showed, but nice showing by Zerillo. We'll have you back tomorrow in a. I don't know. You have to. If you win, you win. If you lose to our CEO. So they're in a tough spot.
It's a lose situation there. Yeah.
Versus Mr. Patrick Keane. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for joining us, Darren. We'll try to get you back at some point. Enjoy your nights. Cheers.
Very upset.
Cheers. See ya.